Okay, hey folks, Professor Johnson here. This is the second part of our resume building assignment. So you completed your resume and you turned it in, hopefully. Now we're going to take it to the next level. We're going to use AI to make our resumes better and more targeted toward the jobs that we are going to apply for. Okay, so we're going to go back here to resume, use this resume builder to complete this assignment, and this time we're going to go to this resume AI. So it's actually going to scan our resume and give us some feedback based on the job that we want to apply to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on resume, and then what we're going to do is we are going to scan a resume. Okay, I'm going to click on there, scan a resume, and then we are going to use this scoring guide that already exists. So even though it says search here, we're just going to use the sample scoring guide. So we're going to go ahead and select this. Okay. The great thing about this tool is that it will take the job description of a position we're looking for, and it will tell you how to fit into that job description. So what I'm going to do is, actually what I did is I already pulled up a assistant buyer job, so we're going to put that in there. Okay, so I have something in here, but we're going to go ahead and add a new job description. Okay, click add a new job description. We're going to put the job that we're going to apply for. So it's going to be an assistant buyer. I don't remember which company I selected, but let me go over here to, there it is, where the job is. Oh, Fabletics, that's where it is. So we're going to say Fabletics, and then we're going to actually pull the job description down and get exactly what we're going to. This actually is a good job. Some of you guys might want to think about applying for this if you want to go work in El Segundo. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, we're going to highlight the description. So this is actually what it's saying that we're going to do with this job. Okay, I'm just going to go to here, go ahead and copy it. I'm going to go back over to Big Interview. So we're going to put Fabletics in here, and then we're just going to paste the actual job description. So what I did is I only pasted the bullet points. So in that job description, there's a lot of information there. We're just going to do the bullet points, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to upload our resume. So I have a basic resume that I'm going to upload here. Let's see, I'm going to go here, sample designer resume. I'm going to open that. Okay, and then I'm just going to go down here, and we're going to scan the resume, okay? Now, it takes a few minutes for the scan to happen, so I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to come back when the scan is complete, okay? See you on the other side. Okay, we're back. I don't know why I named this assistant buyer and not assistant designer, but that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on here. So what we see right now, this is what is known as a bronze. That means it was good. So gold, bronze, silver. That means it's good. There's some good stuff in there, but there is some room for improvement. So we're going to go ahead and click this button that says view feedback, and it's going to give us all kind of great stuff. So again, it's telling us that we're a bronze. If we come up with gold, that means you are great. And then there's some additional information based on our scoring guide. So there's no contact information on here because there really isn't. Spelling, grammar, experience, so your credibility, where we talked about chronological order, what kind of coursework we did, what kind of fit, and then font size and formatting. Okay, so we're going to now go to the view the detailed feedback, and it's going to give us some very specific information, right? So here it tells us specifically anything that you see as is red, that means we need to fix. Absolutely, it's actually red means it's missing. Yellow means it's need to fix. Green means it's there. Okay, so again, it gives us all of the details. It tells us what we're missing here. Okay, so that gives you the ability to just go ahead and make those corrections. So this is just readability. So just things that some required information in that first part of our resume we talked about. Okay, next it's going to talk about credibility. So the type of experience that we need. So it looks like experience description, we're not explaining what the position is as well. Our education is not in chronological order. Well, it looks like, looking at the education, there's no dates on the education, so they don't know what. So that's why it says no chronological order. And then we don't really talk about our coursework, which is not necessarily mandatory for this. We did great with our experience details and our relevant skills and again, our high school information. So again, more information that will help you improve your resume, okay? Next is our fit, okay? So some of the keywords that are in the job description, we want to ensure that those keywords are in here, and we're just going to replace them. So this, again, this tells us to include some of these keywords, and we just go down to our position and include, you know, creative insights maybe here, or let me see, maybe communication. We talk about samples, or we talk about CADs here with our pattern making. So again, it gives us some really specific information that you can put in there. And then our education match and experience level is great. But I love the fact that it gives you, based on the job description, it gives you some keywords that you should put in here, right? And it also tells it also uses the keywords that were in the job description that we use. So we use these, we didn't use these. So we should go back and update some of these bullet points to include some of these keywords. Really, really important, okay? And then last but not least, it's going to talk to us about our format. So we need a little work when it talks about our font size. It says that our font size may have some readability issues, and that our font is actually too small. And I'm sure the sample is small because they wanted to make it fit on one page. But remember, I told you it doesn't have to be on one page, okay? And it also gives us some recommendations, fonts that we should use, fonts not to use, and what our standard resume body text should be, okay? So this assignment, the purpose of this assignment is for you to upload the resume that you created and then make the corrections that are listed. So what I'm going to ask for you to do is I'm going to ask you to download, go ahead and download this resume, and download the resume that you have made with the corrections that you need to make. Okay, let me go back to Big Interview. So you have all these corrections. I want you to make all of the corrections that that Big Interview is telling you to do, and then you will upload the corrected version. So you're going to upload you should have submitted already your original version, and you're going to upload the version with all the corrections. We also have this additional details here. Again, this just talks about the job. It talks about the job description again, just so you can see the job description. So you have to go back to the other page and pull the job description. Okay, so the job description is there. All right, so you have a resume, and then you have the super resume. And the great part about this Big Interview is when you are no longer at Chafee, you're just using your Chafee email to log in. You can still log in. You can still always go through this process to update the resume for the jobs that you are applying for. You know, going forward, this readability and credibility and format you'll have down pat, and it's just a matter of this fit of them just making sure that you're including the keywords that are matched and the keywords that aren't matched for the resume. All right, I can't wait to see what you guys submit. See ya.